Hi guys, Marco here again. This is month 27 of benzodiazepines. I cannot believe I just don't believe that I'm still alive after all this time. First of all, I want to thank you all for all your comments, all your messages, all your support. You guys have been a very, very important part of my recovery. Um, and well, just if you don't know the story, really quick, I just started taking benzodiazepine as prescribed after I had a little bit of an arrhythmia caused by something called Eustachius valve, which is a heart condition. It's not life-threatening, and I took it as prescribed, and then after going to several different doctors because I was having different symptoms, they changed it from diazepam to clorazepam to clonazepam to all kinds of benzodiazepines. And at the end, I was prescribed with something called what is the name of this? Transilium, which is according to the to the charts that we find on this support group, is about 15 times stronger than any diazepam. But anyhow, so the thing is, I was on the medication for about 8 months, and then I did a quick taper because I had no choice. And then after that, I started my recovery. And it's been a long road, guys. It's been very difficult. It's been a challenge. But I'm still alive. And I honestly thought that I wasn't gonna make it. If you watch any of my previous videos, I was in such a bad shape. I'm not saying that I'm 100%, but finally, I can say percentages. Why? Because before, whenever I had a window or a wave, I wouldn't notice the difference between being 100% or being healed or whatever. I had a good windows whenever I felt I was okay, but when a wave came back, it was just like the first day. Now when I have windows, which is very often, I definitely feel better, in the sense that I don't. I feel the dizziness. That's something prevalent. Dizziness, the tinnitus, the ringing of the ears, and this like a feeling of obviously of being unwell, but definitely it's not as bad as it used to be. Obviously anxiety has been a little bit high, not only because of the withdrawal, but also because of the times that we're living in. And I think, well, I definitely made a mistake by starting taking supplements on month 25 and 26, because I started taking zinc without checking the side effect of zinc, and I didn't know that you should take copper as well when you take zinc. So I had some of those effects, and they stopped as soon as I stopped taking zinc. What else? About a couple months ago, I changed my diet again. I've been trying to change, just to experiment with myself. What are the things that help me, or what are the things that affect me? And I started the elimination diet, and based on low histamine contents. So, and that was wonderful. The first 2 or 3 days that I did it, I slept 6 hours. So usually I sleep around 4 hours, but those 2 nights I slept 6 hours, and then the third night I slept 8. But the problem when I sleep more than 6 hours, and I think I've only done that about 3 times during all this recovery. That specific day, that after I slept 8 hours, is terrible. It's just, it's just like one of the worst waves that I have, and sometimes I'm even afraid of sleeping more than 6 hours, because I know that day is gonna be a bad day. I don't know if because my brain is adjusting, or it's like, hey dude, we don't sleep that much. I don't really know what's behind it, but yeah, whenever I hit that eight hours mark, my day becomes really challenging. What else? During month 25 and 26, I have lots of tingling and spasms on my left side, especially my hands and my feet, and that's still a little bit there. It's not completely gone, but it's not as much as it. Like I was really afraid. I was like, and when you get into the internet, you get all this information that you don't really want to be with that person. So I'm like, well, okay, don't freak out. Just take this easy. And yeah. So what else? What else can I tell you guys? Like I said, I'm thankful that you guys, write some of your messages. I miss some of you guys. Like I haven't heard from some of you guys, but I hope that you guys are doing okay. And I'm, whenever I can help, I help. Sometimes they ask me about, waning or tapering. I'm not really good at it because I only use one kind of benzodiazepine, once at a time. I did not mix them, or I didn't use any other kind of let's say antidepressants or mix it with any other kind of medication. So I'm not really good at giving advice or when that happened. But and also when people they ask me about diet, I'm very careful with that because some of you guys ask me very specific questions, but I don't want to tell you go organic or go do certain things because I don't know, eat salmon or whatever, because I know some of you guys don't have the means to do that. I have some people who write to me that they told me that they only have rice for food, and that's the only food that they have for the entire day. So obviously I'm not going to be telling here on this channel, so you should eat organic, wild caught salmon, or things like that. I mean, I just tell people that to eat as healthy as possible and to avoid obviously alcohol, sugars, and caffeine. But again, that's your own choice because again, there's people that are not affected by all these things as stimulants. So if you're one of those persons, you are the lucky one. Yeah, and I'm doing okay, guys. I'm not doing as bad as I said as the last 2 months. And the other thing is I'm beginning to feel emotions, which is awesome. I was faking my emotions, to be honest with you. I was trying to be nice and polite and kind to people because I knew that's the person that I should be, that I'm supposed to be. It's I was this voice of right here telling me telling myself hey, don't do that or try to be nice, but it wasn't because I felt it. It was because I pushed myself to do that, and now actually I feel it, and now I even feel attracted, or I feel emotion towards people, mainly kindness or love, even love, which I wasn't very fortunate to have that emotion. Now I feel it, and I think it's great. I don't have, as you guys know, I don't have kids, I don't have a family or relatives living nearby, but now with, I'm socializing more, I'm meeting new people, and I started feeling things. Other thing that I also lost through the process was, to be quick with the joke, to be witty, to those sort of things, and hopefully that'll come back. It's still really hard for me to process certain things, and certain emotions. I get nervous easily, what I try to do as much as I can to be honest with other people, about what I'm going through. And before I was worried about people not understanding this, but if I lose people in the process, I mean, that's okay. I can know not everybody understands what we're going through, and those who understand it, those are the people that I think I should keep around. What else, guys? Yeah, just I just keep doing the things that I mentioned in previous videos, meditating, exercising, um, trying to eat as healthy as possible, avoiding sugar, which I always did. I haven't drank in 2 years and a half. Alcohol, I meant. And yeah, I mean, I'm just very thankful that you guys are still there, paying attention to my videos, and I'm really hopeful that you guys, can recover, as well as I'm recovering. And well, if you have any questions, any comments, please write that below. And yeah, well, that was it. And as I always end my videos, please be cool, be kind. Okay. Well, see you guys later. Bye bye.